What up, guys? It's Turtles 420 Roast. Back at it again with another fucking video. And, it's really early in the morning, as you guys can see. Fucking hair's all messed up and shit. And, my inner alcoholic is, speaking to me. For all the guys out there who thought I was, fucking addicted to opioids by now. No. My liver killer will always be alcohol. My addiction will always be weed. I mean, fuck, guys. It's not even 12 yet, and I'm fucking drinking on a Corona. The good thing is it's a Corona, you feel me? It's like a breakfast beer. So I don't have breakfast yet. But, let's go ahead. And today, basically, guys, I want to talk about something that somebody mentioned in a comment for what video, but they said to do a DXM review. Now, I'm not going to go and do a DXM review again, but I will tell you about my fucking experience with DXM, which is very extensive. I used to abuse that shit a lot, like a lot. Like, I used to work in a dollar store. So we had like the dollar DXM, which was fucking amazing because it was like 364 milligrams with nothing else. The thing was that it was from China, so it was a possibility that it was shady. Because I remember that one was the only fucking DXM that when I drank it, it felt like kind of half-assed. It felt like they didn't put the full milligrams in there. It felt like it was maybe 300 milligrams, like 60 milligrams short. It was alright. Usually what I would do is I would steal 2 of those, and then I would go down to the bigger department stores and get Robitussin, real Robitussin. I don't know what they did now. The Robitussin nighttime now sucks ass, my niggas. Sucks ass, because it's like half even the maximum one is like half the dosage that they used to be. I guess to prevent fucking abuse. But it's so dumb because then you're not getting as much DXM even if you just buy it for cough. It's so weak. It used to be like 30 milligrams every 15 milliliters. Now it's less. It's like 20 every 30. It's stupid, guys. But anyways, let me tell you about my experience with it, the plateaus, and let's crack it open, boys. Cheers to whoever's fucking drinking, smoking, doing whatever they're doing early in the morning, shooting up. I don't care. You feel me? I don't care. You do what you gotta do. So anyways, guys, I want to talk about DXM and what it is. So DXM is one of those drugs where you only know about it if you're like in this tight-knit little circle. You feel me? Usually people find out about it very young because it's such an easy thing to get. Not when you're really young. If you look old enough, you probably get away with it. Most places ID now, even the dollar stores. That's why we used to steal it. And it was like when you couldn't get alcohol, you would do DXM. Because I remember when I first started off, I did half of a DXM bottle, a Robitussin nighttime bottle with a friend. And that was fucking amazing. I was also on alcohol that night, so that could have also enhanced it. Stop. So anyways, then what would happen was that like you would feel this drunk feeling on half a bottle, which is like half of 364, which is 170 something, 180 something like that. Do the math, guys. But it would make you feel like you were drunk, like just like slightly drunk, and that was fun because I remember it was hard to get alcohol when we were young. So anytime we could, we'd just go and get some DXM. Usually we'd fucking, shoplift it because it was so small. You would take it out of the fucking packages and just have the bottles and put them in your pockets, your sleeves, whatever. We don't do that no more because we're not minors, and if we get caught, we're fucked. So, yeah, guys, don't fucking shoplift. Unless you're a little kid, experience life, But, anyways, yeah, I got caught up trying to do that one time. I was so zanned out. I wanted to go try to get DXM. And then the lady saw me, and I was like, I was just putting it in my bag so I could reach for my phone. I didn't want to carry both of them. She's like, let me walk you up to the register. I was like, whatever. She put me up to the register. I paid for them. I don't give a fuck. I had money. I was just being a fiend. But anyways, the first plateau is anywhere from 100 to 200 milligrams, and that makes you feel kind of drunk. It makes you feel nice. It makes you feel a little bit number. You know, like that nice. I don't know. I can't feel it. Just a nice drunk feeling. And then second plateau, then that's when you start getting into like drunk and high, kind of. Like if you're kind of drunk and high. Kind of. How do I explain it? Drunk and high. It feels like when you're coming up on acid, like that floaty, like inside of your gut. Your gut is in your mouth feeling, like where you're just whoa, floaty as shit, and then you become way more numb. And then on the third plateau, that's when you start tripping. That's when you start actually like tripping, and you start seeing through like your third eye and shit. That shit. This is the point where people either have a bad trip or a good trip. Me, I've always been able to control the trips mostly, or not control them but manage them. Even when it feels like it's getting out of hand, I always, try to stabilize and be like, it's gonna be over soon, whatever, all that. But when I went in on my fourth plateau at DXM, I didn't know how long it was gonna last, which was trippy. But we'll get to that. So, third plateau, you start tripping. You really start to feel the actual DXM itself. And let me tell you guys, DXM, according to Google, okay, in searches, DXM is very similar to PCP and NOS and ketamine because they're dissociatives. Now, I love NOS, as you guys fucking have seen, and it's one of my favorite dissociatives. But DXM is supposedly so similar to ketamine, and then I know why. I know ketamine might be different. There's people out there who will tell you that is like stronger. But I've had dosages on DXM where I have gone into a K-hole. Like what I've read up of what a K-hole is, the detachment from reality, I felt it. Full on felt it on DXM. But it was also very, very large amounts. Very large. And then I've never, ever been able to repeat this experience again, by the way. Which reminds me, don't fucking ever try this. I did 2 bottles of underdosed DXM, most likely, from a 99-cent store. And then I just drank another bottle of real Robitussin. It went 364 milligrams. So count that shit up. That's over 1,000 milligrams. And mind you, I was binging for the whole... Because I was like the third day. I was binging since Friday. And then I would take a bottle Friday. I would take another bottle on Saturday. And then Sunday I would, get brave and eat and drink 3 bottles. And I feel like it all accumulated. So maybe it was like throughout the whole fucking week, it was almost like 3 grams, just a 3-day period. I got so fucked up, guys. Let me tell you about this fourth plateau. Possibly transcending into the fifth. Like I was on the verge of touching the fifth plateau. I feel like if we touched, I would have been dead, but I wouldn't have cared. So let me tell you about the fourth plateau. It is an amazing, amazing place. It is just completely, look at this curly beard. It's just complete fucking oblivion, blackness, the darkness with lights. Like you see, I saw the tunnel at the end of the light, and then like it would get bigger, and then you just see your whole life kind of just happen. And you'd go into these blackouts, but they were like sensory blackouts. They're not really like blackouts, because you're fucking conscious the whole time. But it's just, you're so comfortable just laying there and being like in a deprivation tank kind of feeling. And you're just numb, and you feel like your body's being sucked through a wormhole. And it's funny too, because I'm being sucked through a wormhole, and I'm forgetting who I am, Well, you forget who you are, because it's a dissociative. And it's a different feeling than psychedelics, because on psychedelics, when I forget who I am, sometimes I get scared, because you start thinking about it, and you're like, oh, fuck, who am I supposed to be, But on DXM, you don't give a fuck. It numbs you. I can see why they use ketamine and dissociatives to deal with certain post-traumatic stress disorders and traumatic events, because it puts you there, but it makes you numb to it. It makes you just, not that it not care, it makes you accept it for what the fuck it is, Like, stuff that happened to you in the past, like, I started thinking about just my life in general, and life and death, and I will tell you guys, I think the DXM and the K-hole, DXM hole and the K-hole are very, very similar to death. like what it is to be dead. Because I've searched stuff, people who have been clinically dead, for a while, and their experiences are very similar to mine in the sense that you go into this darkness, but the darkness feels good and calming, kind of like you're sleeping. It's such a trippy thing, guys. And honestly, guys, if that's what death feels like, it helped me overcome the fear of death because, well, not for the most part. Everybody's still scared of dying because, you know, doesn't want to keep being conscious and being judgmental, right? But eventually, guys, we're gonna be stripped. I feel like you don't die necessarily. Death is just an illusion because we're still alive at some point in a parallel universe, or we're still alive in a because like life is like a bunch of pictures. You know, right now the past is happening and the future is happening already. You know what I'm saying? So you're either alive in the future, but you'll always be alive in the past, right? You guys were dead before you even came into this planet, so you were dead, right? It's an illusion. It's just you get sucked back into the systematic algorithm of our simulation or whatever, or your soul gets sucked back into the spirit world. Whatever you want to fucking believe, you feel me? But I felt death. I legitimately died on fucking DXM, and I've never been able to repeat it, guys. I fucked my tolerance up forever. I'm probably not gonna revisit DXM for 5 years, just to make sure I have no tolerance, because I want to trip out. I don't want to take more than a bottle. You feel me? Because that shit is bad for your intestines. Bad for your intestines. Because a lot of the DXMs, cougars have sorbitol. Sorbitol. You feel me? If you guys know what sorbitol is, they used to coat that shit on the outside of military candies in Vietnam because it was fucking hot. You know, it's hot as balls over there. But a lot of the soldiers would say that they hated the sorbitol because it's almost indigestible. It's a synthetic fucking chemical. It's like a plastic almost. And when you eat it in large amounts, it makes you shit. Like, not good shit. It makes you diarrhea. So every day after a session of one of those DX trips, I would fucking have some of the worst shits ever, dude. Worst. Like, diarrhea burning 90210 in the butthole. You feel me? But whatever. We're past that point. Now we just stay to sipping Coronas before noon. Waiting for that fucking blue moon. But yeah, guys, would I ever try to reach that fourth plateau? No, because the next fucking day I had to go to school, and I remember the next day was fucking amazing. Let me just say that afterglow, because I felt like I was still tripping a little bit. The afterglow and that feeling like you died and were reborn, that feeling like you're not scared of death anymore, that lasted for like the whole day the next day, and I felt amazing. Like, I felt like I was I felt like I was gone for like years. I felt like I was gone for a millennia. And then I came back and I was just like, I found a new appreciation for just being here in the moment. And it actually helped me really enjoy senior year, because it helped me just think about it. Like, just live in the moment. Don't fucking think about anything else for a while. Just live in the moment. And I did. And I had some of the best experiences, some of the best times of my life in high school. All of high school sucked ass, guys. Fucking most of it sucked ass. But senior year was one of the best years of my life. It's the only year I miss. That's it. I don't miss high school. If I could go back and redo any point in my life, I would just do senior year. That's it. Nothing else. Everything else was awkward. Everything else was weird, and me not even knowing who I was yet. But thankfully the drugs helped me find it. That's another thing I want to get across, guys, as well. Is that drugs, they get so as shit, but the truth is, they're such a social tool. You know? Like, I don't know many kids. Maybe it's just because that's the way humans are, you know? We don't want to be around each other sober in large amounts. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like this this competitive vibe between human beings. We're always judging each other. We're always thinking, you know, especially now, we're always with our fucking guards up because we don't know who people are anymore, you know? You've seen so much shit. People could be a serial killer. A motherfucker could be a jihadi and you don't even know it. Motherfucker could be just not right in the head. You don't even know it. You know, it's like, it's so hard to kind of break these barriers down now, especially with all the media craze on what's wrong and not what's right, you know? So humans are scared to fucking get together, you know, especially in large groups. So what do? You give them some fucking alcohol and drive down their inhibitions. You give them a bunch of weed and you paranoid them the fuck up. Or whatever, you know? And the same thing is in school because I talked to my little brother and he's 15 years old. And he's a straight edge kid, which is very, very weird, guys, because I teach him everything about drugs. How to use them safely, which ones to avoid, if he ever needs to smoke some weed. You feel me? I tell him anything to be as safe as possible. You get me? I'm like that big brother that looks up for him. For whatever reason, doesn't want any drugs, you know? Even if you like jokingly offer him and stuff like, hey man, you want a drink? You're like, no, I'm good. I'm like, good for you. Stay clean. He's a good kid. He stays clean. And I feel like it's because I taught him and I showed him how stupid you can look when you're really fucked up. I mean, he knows how many times I've fucking been blackout drunk or zanned out and clipped my toe on the side of the door or some stupid shit like that, or how many times I came home and got in trouble. And he knows that that's not what he wants. He wants to live clean. Like, this guy doesn't even take Pepto pills, doesn't even take fucking pain pills like Tylenol or anything like that. I've never seen him take an Advil, nothing. This guy's straight edge, and I'm proud of him. Which is, it's really weird because I'm like that black sheep in the family that just polyamorous drug user. I just do everything. That gets you high, except for dusters. Don't fucking do dusters. This shit fucks you up. If you're watching Vincent, stop doing that shit. You're gonna fucking die, dude. But anyways, I mean, what else is there to say, guys? Nothing much. Just that if you're gonna try DXM, try to stick to Robitussin or Delsym. Delsym kind of sucks because it doesn't hit as fast. So you wanted it hit like a brick and then possibly reach a third plateau or more, then you want the instant release. Don't get the polystyrix. Also, do not fucking, whoever commented NyQuil in the last one, dude, NyQuil, don't even think about NyQuil. NyQuil is the worst DXM source you could get because it has the highest amount of Tylenol that I know and a bunch of other shit. So don't fucking ever touch NyQuil. NyQuil is for coughs, remember, guys, and Robitussin is for thoughts. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go finish my beer and take a dab and watch Howard Stern because I'm a piece of shit like that. And guess stay safe. Bye.